Vibrafinance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibrafinance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibrafinance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. And what a night it was last night watching the fights. And I was wondering what happened. Harley, I guess his opponent, something happened. He pulled out last minute. So unfortunately, that sucked because I had 90% of my coins on Harley. And since he didn't fight, nothing happened. So I went down like 100 spots on the leaderboard. That shit sucked. But what you going to do? I'll take green bubbles over 10,000 karate tokens all day. There's what we need to see. And I don't know if it's this just a temporary rally because Trunk's going to be speaking tomorrow. I think Michael Saylor's speaking tomorrow. It'll be a big day down in Nashville. And it's funny. Karate and XRP and Quant and Propy. Damn. People, that's what happens. People win and then they dump. It is what it is. So much upside, $22 million market cap. We only got like a 6,000x to go to catch the UFC. Let's go, baby. So that this just tells me that the real world asset narrative, that shit is coming back hard. It is not going away. I mean, God, this is hilarious. I'm looking at my phone right here. I got full service. As soon as I click go live, my computer goes down to 1 bar. It's so slow. Man, I don't know what's up with YouTube. About to call it a day on YouTube and just stream on Twitter only because shit's bad. You want to unshadow ban me? I will continue streaming. I'm sick of this. If I didn't stream when we were on vacation, I got 0 new subscribers. But I come back, I do 1 stream, I get my 10 subscribers. Every stream, 10 subscribers. So annoying. So I'm about to just go to Twitter only. Pokey, pumping. Let's go. What else is doing good today? Crash, back over a penny. I saw Goo got in that space earlier. Croak, I like that on Linqto. QT Dow, holding that. Omakami. And then Duck. That's my my me theme coin I'm riding with. I like it. I don't know. There's just something about the marketing, the team behind it. These guys know what they're doing. And I actually just sold my bag. Oh my bad. I'm not on a chart. Up at the top at like 5,000. So I'm waiting to buy back in. I mean, we pumped so hard today. Jesus, what is that? I think it's going to come back down. I think I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and buy it right around 3,300, 3,400. So that's what I'm looking to do and just scalp these things. I'm sick of looking for the new meme coin, this and that. I find a coin that's tradable. I mean, I was scalping Crash the other day. It was fantastic. I mean, literally on the 1 minute. But granted, I have 25,000 tokens, so it's a couple $100 worth. But over a 4-hour period, I was just buying and selling. Every half hour. Around, what was it, every hour? So I don't remember, but making 1,000 coins. And if Crash can go to $1, I mean, geez, guys, if you haven't been here for a cycle, you don't know how fast these things can go up and then how fast they can crash back down. So when these things move, I take profits now. I round trip so many bags. I'm not doing it anymore. And don't get nervous. I think this is bullish with Duck. They got the bots, the volume bots. So these guys are just consistently buying all day when you see these big accounts. So don't get freaked out with that. And then Flare Enu and Flare Fox on Flare. You know how bullish we are on Flare. It's just a no-brainer. And then higher. This one, guys, is going to multi-millions. I could almost G-word guarantee it. This is going to be one of the best memes on Avalanche. $400,000 market cap. I told you guys about it at like 100K. So I bought a little more today. No volume right here. It's actually 3K volume. Yep, that's all right though. Avalanche will come back and this thing will rip. It's the first service coin. I think that's what they call it. Revenue liquidity. No, where was it? Where's the website? It was a service coin. I know that's what they call it. Yeah, service token. There we go. There's a crypto designed to enhance market cap and liquidity. So they're working with all these different clothing companies, partners. Once they sign a deal, it's the same thing as with Love. That's why I really like what Love is doing in their marketplace. They take a portion of that sale and buy their token and throw it in liquidity pools. So constantly growing with the different partners that they sign. And I think there's some new stuff coming. And you got to get out early, guys, before the mainstream is talking about this stuff. I give you stuff that the mainstream guys aren't going to talk about. Once these assholes have huge accounts, they're not going to risk them. They're not going to risk a bad call or whatever because it's all about the clicks and the likes. Meanwhile, I'm shadow banned here talking to 5 people. I don't care. I want you guys to win. That's the difference. YouTube is out here, so you get destroyed. YouTube will show you videos to have you confused, have you thinking the world is ending, the market's going to go to the moon, it's going to crash. It's insane. But I'm going to be here telling you the truth, giving you my own opinion. And so far, it's worked for 5 years. But they don't want to promote success. They want to promote confusion, insanity. It's terrible, guys. Appreciate you, Chris. So AVAX go higher is a gem, guys. 835 followers. 400K market cap. That's the one. And then anything else? Spectre, I added to this over the weekend. Or over the week, sorry. She's the weekend right now. I think this coin's going to do phenomenal. $20 million market cap. I mean, come on. This thing looks great. Setting up just to start ripping. I just think it easily 10x from here. I mean, go to $20. So, I mean, my entry was like 75 cents the first one. It was down around here. I found it and I was in GPU. It was pumping. I just got into Layer AI. We just got into Cubic. So I was like, I don't need another AI coin. And I thought it was, I wasn't paying close enough attention to Spectre. So, I mean, GPU is pretty much just vaporware. I'm riding this thing out just because I got in so cheap at 4 cents. It's up 25x and I'm just printing ETH. It's giving me like 0.015 ETH a month every 30 days for staking it. So I'll take that. I'll take $75 a month. This is like my 4th month staking it. And I literally just got my investment back. The $300 got me 6,000 tokens or 6,200 coins back in the day. So this is the best, my winner so far this cycle. So I'm going to milk it and then definitely, try to print some ETH in the meantime. And the longer this cycle goes out, the more I'm printing. I really don't think we're going to end in 60 days. So many people are worried because that blockchain backer video, but guys, retail is not here yet. I just can't see them sending the markets when retail's on the sidelines. It just doesn't make sense. I think they send it with interest rates, and people have this delusion that interest rate cuts mean markets pump. And typically it takes a little, there's usually a dip right away, but sometimes comes up to like 10 months or 11 months after. So nobody knows, guys. You got to just day by day, look at the charts, look at the sentiment. And once your Uber driver and your cousins and your whole family are talking about crypto, probably start to look for the top. Because still right now, I mean, I could tell. I talk to a lot of different people, and most of them have full-time jobs, and they do not care about crypto. When it's down and in the dumps, they don't give a shit at all. But I knew something must have happened in the last day or so with Trump all over the media, RFK just putting crypto out there. People start calling me and, hey, what's going on? What are we doing? Anything I'm missing out on? And it's just funny how that works when that's just how retail is. They act when it's too late. As when we're here now, buying all our bags, front running what's coming, they're going to just jump on the bandwagon and hope to catch a piece. And that's how you're left holding a bag. I know BlackRock and those guys were buying in 2022 from like 22K down. They were trying to push it to 10K, but I don't think RH was having it. Someone was holding that shit up. So they were buying all the way from 22 to 15 and then unloading it from 45 up. So they're making 3x, 4x on everything they're doing right now. And then that blow off top, that euphoria, that gets the retail in, and that traps them. Guys, it's so bad. We talked about what these guys did with Silicon Valley Bank, here with Silvergate. It's just criminal. They had their own exchange, their 24/7 back-end settlement layer that they were using. And well, it's not Silvergate, sorry, Signature Bank. So Silicon Valley and Silvergate were the pawns. These were the examples. And then what they really wanted was that Signet from Signature Bank, their back-end clearinghouse, all the exchanges used to settle overnight 24/7. They all tapped into Signet. And now it is in the hands of the Federal Reserve. They basically took over that shit. And then they started, I think it's called a bridge bank. And then they handed over to JP Morgan or a new startup that, that they control. And I'm almost positive now that Ripple is part of the government. Yeah, I'm going to say it now. I put up a tweet about it earlier today that you got to start looking at Ripple now as basically a government agency. And once people do that, it's like, oh, okay, you just think about it different. And they are literally behind the CBDC. They're building the infrastructure for it. And I was just reading it. We'll get into it, but the Philippines, by 2029, their CBDC will be up and running. So we got 4 years, pretty much 4.5 years. I mean, a lot of pilots now, but we just started talking about it in like 2022. So it takes a good, 5 to 7 years to roll this stuff out. But back to the Federal Reserve here, the whole investigation that started all this for that gave them the idea, whatever it was, the go ahead to just come and steal that shit from Signet. Oh no, Federal Reserve Board now drops enforcement actions against Silvergate. A former crypto-friendly bank collapsed in March 2023 due to fallout created by the implosion of FTX, who was working with the SEC, meeting with Gary Gensler, and literally trying to have laws drafted in the United States that were pro-FTX. It's completely missed all of this somehow. Guys, this shit is all a joke. It is all a joke. A group of thugs came in and stole Signet's technology from Signature Bank. Criminal shit right here that goes on. And now they drop charges against Silvergate after alleging that they were working with FTX. Meanwhile, no, it was the SEC and the government. The money went to Ukraine, and then it went to FTX and other exchanges, and then poof, into all these shell companies. I heard SBF had over 200 of them tied to FTX. Why can't you find that anywhere? Why isn't that talked about everywhere? Because everyone's hands were getting greased. And since this is probably one of the last times I'll be on YouTube, not on Twitter, whatever, kick me off. I don't really care. I'm over it at this point. It's a bunch of crooks, guys. You can't beat them when they have the money printer at their side. It's the ultimate weapon. You can pay 50 people. If I came out with a message or whatever that someone didn't like, imagine being able to pay 50 people to put up FUD posts, hit pieces, whatever it is. Just like what happened to BitBoy. Everyone calling him a scammer for Bencoin. And what did you do? They're all falling right into the trap of the scammers. Those guys took control of his, made it look like he was doing this. And we're doing that so people would blame Ben, disrupt his life, cause chaos, so they could just launder money and blame him and say it was crazy. Listen to his last couple streams. I didn't really pay attention to what he was doing that much, but after seeing some tweets, whatever, you just form an opinion. And that's how crazy and how manipulative social media and paying the right people are. When you have all these different people saying, oh, he's crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy. And then the algorithm picks that up and buries you. It's a no-win game. So shout out to BitBoy for bringing some justice to the space. And guys, inevitably, this is what blockchain solves. When everything's on the blockchain, you can't hide anything. And I think that's what they're so scared about. You can't run scams, you can't launder money, you can't move it around unless they're using, which I'm sure they're going to have a privacy layer or a secondary chain that they settle off of where we're never going to find out and see what really goes on. So I'm sure that the Ponzi will continue. There's no way they're going to just cut all these different funds that they send money to. All the different programs, the Federal Reserve, that we have no idea. Stuff that they open up for 24 hours, different lines in and out, swap lines. I mean, it is what it is. That's why we got crypto. Truth replaces at the end of the day. I was looking at some of the tweets, and I don't know if it's going to sustain if we just have a little Bitcoin Nashville pump, making it look good while all the big shots are down there, while the mainstream, while retail's now getting back into Bitcoin because RFK and Trump and all the political people, even Kamala Harris was going to maybe speak there. So it's funny how Bitcoin was used for Hamas. Bitcoin was the reason Ukraine, Russia got more. It's so stupid. And now look at it. We want Bitcoin to back the United States in their reserves, in the special reserve. Larry Fink deserves a lot of credit. Robert Mitchnick. Oh, yeah. Guess where he came from? Ripple. And what did he do? Deleted all ties of it on social media. You can't find that anymore. He used to be well known that he came from Ripple. And then after about a year, they cut all ties to it. So now people coming in, they have no clue that he was at Ripple. Everything, guys. It's everything. They're so calculated and smart with what they do. They're so good at deceiving, misleading. And boy, you got to almost give them credit. I mean, they're all actors. I honestly think they're all actors. I mean, Donald Trump was in the WWE, had TV shows. I mean, what wouldn't he do for a vote? That's what I ask myself. But regardless, this is what I want to see. Kathy Wood, RFK, Russell Brand, Edward Snowden, Vivek, Michael Saylor. Crushing. This is the start of the bull market. Trump's going to announce something crazy. Who knows? We're setting up right now for a great little run. When everyone's away, and too, I could see this happening. Catch retail off guard. While everyone's away, selling may go away, come back after Labor Day, and now you're going to come back and be burnt. And then they're going to be cutting interest. Something's going to happen around the 18th. They cut rates then. That retail piles in. I mean, I don't know, guys. I just think we're getting turned bullish now. We can't stay this low. I mean, the supply shocks are coming, the all-time low amount of Bitcoin and ETH on exchanges, wallets with 1,000 or more, Bitcoin and ETH at all-time highs, all the on-chain metrics, the amount of Tether that's being printed, stable coins on the sidelines. I mean, we're ready. And I don't know if this is the signal to retail. Instead of printing money and, everyone locked in their house, Elon on Saturday Night Live. Well, now we have Trump live from a Bitcoin conference. That was unheard of 4 years ago. So big things happening. And then karate last night. If you guys watched it, it's so much fun. It's such a good organization. President's got this on lock. And I'm just pissed that my boy Harley didn't get to fight. But oh well, he'll be back. They got where was it? down here. Franklin Templeton. How long have we been talking about Franklin Templeton and tokenizing assets? Back with the interviews with Jenny Johnson on why they chose Stellar and why they need these public, open source, decentralized blockchains versus these Providences, the Onyx, the Waldorf Gardens. And now we get this article. Sorry. Oh, wow. They got a bunch of new stuff. Commodities. Wow. This is new. Oh, look at it. 10,864 million on ETH, 9 million on Stellar, Arbitrum 0.1K. But that's funny because I know Franklin Templeton has a $400 or $500 million with Stellar right now. But they want ETH out there. So I know that's a fact. That Franklin Templeton and Stellar are already working together. But now they're mulling bringing RWAs to Ethereum. But in this article, they never once mentioned Stellar. How? How can you not mention that? If you did your research, that's the first thing you would find out, is that Stellar's already working with Franklin Templeton. But it's not in here anywhere. Why is that? Although, there it is. Sorry. We started our project on Stellar. There it is. So, oh, wow. I didn't see that. Sorry. So they put it in the last answer. Stellar's economics and constrained environment make it a safer choice for records keeping. Discussing a constraint was easier due to getting involved with any of the EVMs and ETH mainnet, which is not currently part of our disclosures, is something we're considering. These communities are more robust and enthusiastic compared to Stellar. However, these record systems come with different costs. It's impossible, guys. They cannot do this shit on Ethereum. There's a reason they chose Stellar. There's a reason. Okay? This is all such bullshit. And it's so well done. If you're not here every day and you can't remember the little things and the language that they use. Stellar's the anchors. Ripple. They are the plumbers. And you'll start to see that. So it's already set, guys. Like, this is just to pump up ETH. They are using Stellar. There's so much launching over there with Velo and Stronghold. Look at that. Velo, number one, besides Polytrade on Stellar. And what are they? The Ripple of Asia. QR code payments. You go to 7-Eleven, anywhere in Asia, and you go and you pay. There's a little QR code on the desk, and you just scan it with your phone. Boom, done. That's what Velo is. And there's a reason they're on Stellar. There's a reason that Stellar is working with MoneyGram. So we can go and send, when we make money, we can send it to Stellar, swap it to USDC, and then send it to any MoneyGram to go pick up cash. Any location around the world. Stellar has the most on physical on-ramps out of any blockchain, even more than Bitcoin. They're number one. So they are taking over retail payments. And they do not want you to know that. And meanwhile, too, guys, it's all connected. XRP and XLM are sister companies. The charts are identical if you overlay them. They move in unison. And Franklin Templeton is now planning a digital asset joint venture with Japan's SBI. And Japan's SBI, if you do some digging, guess what they own? 10% of Ripple. So there you go. So there's the tie right there, that they're all working together. Japan's SBI is planning to create a joint venture with Stellar, Franklin Templeton, with a focus on digital assets. They want to offer digital asset ETFs in Japan following the launch of Bitcoin and spot ETFs. Franklin Templeton confirmed the planned SBI collaboration in Japan will target ETFs and emerging asset classes, including cryptos and digital assets. You guys, there he is, Yoshitaka Kitao. That's my man right there. Dude's so smart. SBI runs a crypto exchange, SBI VC Trade, and owns one of the largest international crypto market makers, B2C2. On the tokenization side, it launched the first Japanese secondary market for security tokens. There you go, guys. It started with Stellar and is extending to Polygon, Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche. Because the countries over there, they prefer different blockchains. And with Axelar, it doesn't matter what chain you're on. If you have a MetaMask wallet and you're on Avalanche, in the future, you'll be able to just swap inside your wallet for Stellar. You'll be able to swap from XRP. You'll be able to swap wherever you want, to Bitcoin, Litecoin, anything. And it'll be super easy. Operate nodes on a dozen blockchains. So it's not going to matter. As long as there's liquidity, as long as there's people trading, there's markets, we'll be able to go cross chain no matter. It'd be very simple. Super easy. One click. And that's coming to XRP probably within 6 or 8 months once the next couple amendments are passed. By going through the XLM USDC to MoneyGram. Yeah, sure. So your Lobster wallet that you use for Stellar, when you're in here, you just add US. So number one, first of all, if you're holding XLM, like a bag of XLM, convert it to YXLM right here, because it pays you interest. It automatically compounds for holding it. So if you have 1,000 Stellar sitting in your wallet, swap it to YXLM. You'll start earning extra Stellar for it. And it's 1-to-1. It never loses peg. But you just go here and you add USDC to your token list. And then when you do that, you click USDC on here and you click withdrawal, and then MoneyGram pops up. So you can click how much you want, and then you choose your MoneyGram location that you want to go pick it up at. So if you're in, Alberta, Canada, or an hour from it, you can do it and find the nearest location. And like, there's pharmacies and grocery stores. There's so many locations that have it, and it's going to be great. Like there it was, the USDC. So we'll be able to withdraw it straight to MoneyGram. I thought it was on here somewhere, the MoneyGram thing on the actual website. I forgot about Smartlands. I wonder if that's doing anything. But yeah, Ray, that's how you do it. You just go there. And then, once you have USDC in your wallet, that's pretty much all you need to do, because you could swap for any other coin, swap the USDC, and then boom, withdraw. And then you're good to go. And then you can go pick up your money in cash and not have to worry about banks and all that crap. But I thought it was on here. I guess not. It's in the app, though, if you have it on your phone or on your iPad or laptop. You could just go there, and when you click the main menu, there's a MoneyGram thing on there. Or it's in the USDC. Yeah, when you go to withdraw, convert tokens to crypto on another chain if you want to. Swap from Stellar to another chain even. That's really cool. So, yeah, Ray, that's a cool feature that they have. And I think Stellar is, it's top notch. There's a reason why all these assholes in the mainstream won't even talk about it. You can't get anyone to mention it, but whatever. I don't care. I know the proof is on chain, all the building, everything. And we've been talking about LCX for how long? Maybe over 2 years, 2.5 years now. And now, what do you know? Over there proposes relaxing its distributed ledger technology laws. I wonder why. Because they're working with Quant, they're working with Hedera, they're working with the EU. It was already possible for the EU credit institutions or investment firms to take on the role of old central account keeper, but only for unlisted debt securities. That has now been expanded to unlisted equities. They want to create a welcoming legal framework for digital securities, offering more flexibility and transparency. It's always about the transparency and protecting those investors. Investor protection. That's what it's all about, guys. Always has been. You can't have access to it because we want to protect you. Only the 1% if you're accredited have access because we want to protect you. So, guys, it just makes me more bullish on LCX, on HBAR, on Quant, on Dua, on Galileo, all those protocols that are tied into this. And now I saw even Layer Zero and Zilliqa is working with who was it? Propi or Dua? No, I think it was Dua and Zilliqa are working together now. So things like that, it's just icing on the cake. And when we're ready, when the market breakers are ready to send it, I mean, guys, this is going to be every day. I mean, the top 100, what's up 16, 17%. Conflux, I mean, how often is Conflux up that much? You know, twice a year. But Velo is constantly making moves like that. Jasmy's constantly making moves. Polytrade, Zen, I don't know. But Clearpool, absolute gem, partnering with Flare with their new stablecoin that offers you yield just for holding it. So now you can earn on your stablecoin in a pool and for holding it, I believe. Next level. So, guys, we're going to take off soon. I've just been scrambling to try to get all my bags packed, get the couple meme coins. What I'm doing is a couple meme coins on each chain. AVAX on, or higher on AVAX. Flare Inu and Flare Fox on Flare. I'm taking my staking rewards every month and swapping them for Flare Inu. I hit my goal of my bag of Flare from the last 16 drops or whatever. So I've doubled my bag almost, and I'm good to go. Linqto, we got a couple. You know, Crash, I think, is a great one, but you know, everyone's different. You know, if you want to even hold meme coins, I'm DJ. I want to see what's going on, even if it's a couple $100 just to like scratch that itch. Yup, Kendu, exactly. So Kendu is another good one, exactly. But unfortunately, I'm actually lucky. I sold half my Omakami, and I'm able to buy it back for half of that. So now I got my bag back and some free ETH to work with. So I'm going to actually add on to that bag because I think Omakami is going to do well. Omakami, Duck, and QT DAO are my 3 plays on ETH right now. And Kendu, too. We looked at that yesterday. Yeah, I think Gugad. Kendu's, it was a Kendu or Inugami. I can't even remember. There's so many of them. We're going to look back on this in 5 years and just laugh so hard at all these shit coins that we were trading in. Oh, bro, that coin was so good. Really? What did it have? A bunch of people praying it would go up so they could just jam the sell button as fast as possible. So you got to love it, though, guys. That's what crypto is. But that's why I have 99% of my portfolio is coins that I don't have to do that with. I can hold, I can stake them, and I can zoom back and play like the 8 to 10 year game. I just think from 2020 when I was holding XRP for the Flare snapshot and then ended up getting Sologenics and Corium and Pulsera. And then with Pulse Chain, the Sacrifice with the Pulse Doge airdrop and the Gnosis Safe Wallet airdrops worth a couple grand right now. No one talks about that. So anyone that got screwed on Staker app, well, guess what? You just got a $2,000 airdrop. So it all works out. And if you're just patient and you can zoom back, yeah, the meme coins are great for the short-term gains, but there's ways of just packing bags with Flare, getting that monthly drop. So that free passive income you're getting, swap for a meme coin that outperforms Flare. And now you can earn a little bit extra. So many ways to win, guys. There's not just one. There's room for everyone out here. And I just can't wait until the AI system is known to everyone that's on Pulse Chain, that instead of having to scam people from you just creating liquidity pools and acting benevolent, you can get rewarded for it from out of the ether. I don't know where it comes from. And that's the beauty of Pulse Chain. We don't need to know. You have your right to transact privately with no one else knowing. If you're doing something shady or just, brushing your hair behind a curtain, doesn't matter. That's your right. And Richard is the only place in crypto that has that. So I just know Pulse Chain has so much value. Might not be this cycle. Look at what XRP, we were so bullish in 2019, 2020. No one could have predicted that lawsuit coming and what could have happened for the next 3 years. that could happen to us this cycle, and it won't be till next for Pulse Chain, but that's why we got Kendu and Inugami and all of our favorite ducks and what are they? Omakami. I can't even say it without laughing. I'm out of here, guys. This YouTube, the shadow banning is insane. I wasn't paying attention to Twitter on vacation. Credit card, I didn't, the old one ran out or expired. I forgot to activate the new one. So it's going to be a couple days till I have my blue check back. So no streaming on there. All right. I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys that stopped in. 3 of you. For the 8 watching right now. Man, this is absolute beast mode. 3 years into streaming, we got 8 people watching. Gotta love it. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.